Hello everyone. Now I wonder if you know what day of the week it is today. That's right, it's Thursday, the day we always meet for families together. Now our story begins on a Thursday night in the city of Jerusalem. Jesus and his friends had shared a meal together in an upstairs room. While they were eating, Jesus said to them, "Very soon you will all run away from me and I shall be left alone." "Surely that won't happen," the friends said. "Why would we all run away? What can Jesus mean?" A little later, one of them, a man called Judas, crept out of the room. Some of the enemies of Jesus had said to him, "We will pay you some money if you tell us where he's going to be so that we can come and arrest him." And Judas had agreed to do this. After their meal, Jesus and his friends went downstairs and into a garden. It was dark now. It had been a long day, and they were so tired that most of them fell asleep. But Jesus wasn't asleep. He was earnestly praying to God. He asked God to help him because he knew he would soon have to face his enemies. After a little while, Judas arrived back, and with him were a lot of soldiers carrying swords and sticks. Everyone woke up. "What's going on?" The soldiers got hold of Jesus, arrested him, and led him away. The other friends of Jesus were afraid they might get arrested too, so they ran for their lives. Jesus was left all alone, just as he said would happen. The next day was Friday. A large crowd gathered and they were calling out for Jesus to be killed. His friends couldn't believe what was happening. It seemed like a nightmare. No one was coming to help Jesus, not even God. At last he was taken to a place outside the city, where he was nailed to a cross, along with 2 other men who were criminals. But Jesus had never done anything wrong. All he had done was to love people and tell them about God. The sky went dark and there was an earthquake. Jesus died. When we remember that Friday, we call it Good Friday, because Jesus showed that he loved not just his friends who had run away and left him, but even his enemies, right to the end of his life. One of the followers of Jesus was called Joseph. He had a tomb nearby. That means a sort of room carved out of stone where they put people when they died. The tomb was in a garden. Jesus was taken down from the cross, wrapped in a white sheet, and put in the tomb. Then the entrance was blocked off with a great big stone. The next day was Saturday. All the friends of Jesus were very, very sad. They didn't know what to do. It was a long, long day. On the next day, Sunday, very early in the morning, some of the women who were friends of Jesus went to the garden to visit the tomb. When they got there, to their surprise, they found that the big, heavy stone that had been over the entrance to the tomb had been rolled out of the way. Plucking up their courage, they went inside. But instead of finding Jesus, they saw an angel sitting there in the place where Jesus' body had lain. It was such a shock. But the angel said, "Don't be afraid. Why are you looking for Jesus here? He's not here. He's alive again. Now go quickly and tell the others." They ran as fast as their legs would carry them. They were thinking, could it be true? Had Jesus really risen from the dead? And then quite suddenly, there was Jesus right in front of them. "Hello, friends," he said. "Now you can see for yourself it is true. Go and tell the rest of my friends to leave the city and go back to their homes in the country, and there they will see me again. You can be sure that I really am alive." So, the Sunday of that week, which had started so terribly, turned out to be one of the happiest of all days. That's why Easter Sunday is such a special day for us, because we remember that Jesus, who calls us his friends as well, is still alive today, and that's something to celebrate.